With this community grant, what it did, by working with other community partners, is bring in a model, bring in a temporary pop-up bike lane, introduce that to the community. This is something we're not used to.
The Gulfton neighborhood is the most diverse neighborhood in the city. So as the population changed, the transportation needs change. There's a lot more public transit. There's a lot less car ownership. There's a lot more walking. There's a lot more biking. The bike lane that came out of the temporary transportation toolkit was a result of that, to demonstrate and to see the popularity of different mobility options.
The transportation demonstration project or toolkit really enables a community to imagine what's possible in a street. You know, it's temporary, it's low cost, but it really does bring all the potential to a street. So, you know, when it can be hard to see sometimes when a street is already done, but when you bring temporary projects, and that really means more like chalk and paint and barriers that you can actually see, you know, bike lanes, even though they may be temporary, you see what's possible for the future.
Biking is also big here. We bike not just for leisure, but for necessity to get to opportunities such as employment. We are a high immigrant community where we speak over 100 languages in the neighborhood. And so biking is very familiar there, but the infrastructure sometimes is not there. And so we want to create safe streets, more walkable communities in Gulfton, and it's coming. And actually, we just broke ground to begin the street redesign for one of the major streets in Gulfton, where we actually had the pop-up bike lane, which is next to an elementary school. So really introducing this type of infrastructure to the community. We're not accustomed to it, and so I think the community really welcomed it.
The community was very excited about the project and seeing the bike lane, because first and foremost, they are more concerned about safety and the safety of their children and residents that mobilize or move around in the community. So they were very excited to see that, and to also have the opportunity to experience what it would be like to have a bike lane that they can ride up and down the street on, and the safety of using it. So our goal was to educate them as well, for them to get the experience on how it would actually be and feel if this was on that street in their community.
You know, our responsibility as organizations such as AARP, as the City of Houston, the Gulfton Super Neighborhood, and all of our community partners in Gulfton and the City of Houston, to work collectively so that we are addressing those issues, that we hear the community and continue the conversation with them, that we're not forgetting you. And this grant that we received with AARP, and thanks to the City of Houston Planning Department for thinking about Gulfton, you know, is one of many initiatives that we want to continue to partner with.
It can lead to permanent change that can really accommodate the future of the community.